I'm Olivia. Today, I'm going to talk about the hidden reason you lose willpower, decision fatigue. If you can't watch the video right now, just keep listening closely because the real value is in the insights. So let me tell you a story about a day you've probably lived. You wake up with perfect intentions, skip the sugary cereal, and have a healthy breakfast. You get to work and power through your most important tasks, even hit the gym during your lunch break. You feel like a model of discipline. But then, 9 p.m. rolls around, and suddenly you find yourself mindlessly scrolling through your phone for an hour and then eating a pint of ice cream straight from the container. The next morning, you wake up filled with guilt and confusion. What happened? You ask yourself. Where did all my motivation and self-control from yesterday go? Was it all a lie? It wasn't a failure of your character. It was the complete exhaustion of a specific, limited resource in your brain. What if I told you that your willpower is not a personality trait, but a muscle? And every decision you make, all day long, no matter how small, is one more repetition that fatigues that muscle. By the end of the day, it's completely exhausted. This phenomenon is called decision fatigue. It's the hidden, silent reason why you lose your self-control. Today, we will expose this invisible energy drain, understand the science behind it, and I will give you 3 powerful strategies to protect your willpower and make better choices almost effortlessly. The concept of decision fatigue was famously demonstrated by social psychologist Roy Baumeister in a simple yet brilliant experiment. He brought hungry students into a lab that smelled of freshly baked chocolate chip cookies. On a table were 2 bowls, one with the warm, delicious cookies and another with boring radishes. One group of students was told they could eat the cookies. The other group was told they had to resist the cookies and could only eat the radishes. Imagine the sheer willpower it took for those hungry students to crunch on a bitter radish while smelling warm chocolate. Afterwards, both groups were given a difficult, unsolvable puzzle to work on. The results were astounding. The students who had been allowed to eat the cookies worked on the puzzle for an average of 20 minutes before giving up. But the students who had to resist the cookies and eat the radishes, they gave up after an average of only 8 minutes. Their willpower muscle had been so exhausted by the single difficult decision of resisting the cookies that they had nothing left in the tank for the next challenge. This is decision fatigue in action. Your brain's capacity for self-control and smart decision-making is a finite resource. Like a phone battery, it starts at 100% in the morning and drains with every use. So, what are the biggest drains on our daily battery? First, there's the paradox of choice. We live in a world that tells us more choice is better. But psychologically, it's a trap. When you open a streaming service and scroll through 1,000 movie options, your brain has to evaluate each one. Have I seen this? Is it good? Am I in the mood for it? This is mentally exhausting. The same happens with a 10-page restaurant menu or a supermarket aisle with 20 types of olive oil. Having too many options doesn't empower you. It paralyzes and fatigues you. Second, there are the micro decisions. These are the hundreds of tiny, seemingly insignificant choices you make all day. Should I answer this email now or later? What should the subject line be? Tea or coffee? Should I take this route to work or the other one? Each one is a tiny pebble of a decision. But by the end of the day, you've carried a mountain's worth of pebbles and your decision-making muscle is sore and tired. And third, there's emotional regulation. This is a hidden drain that affects millions. It's the constant effort of managing your emotions to fit a social or professional standard. Forcing a smile for a rude customer, suppressing your frustration in a pointless meeting, acting enthusiastic when you feel drained. This all requires immense self-control. And it draws from the exact same limited willpower battery that you need to resist junk food or stay focused on your work. So how do we fight this? We don't. We don't need more willpower. We need a smarter strategy to conserve the willpower we have. This is how the most successful and disciplined people in the world operate. They don't have more self-control than you. They just build systems that require less of it. Strategy number 1. Automate and routinize. The most powerful way to combat decision fatigue is to eliminate decisions altogether. You need to put the trivial parts of your life on autopilot. Think of successful people who famously wore the same suit or t-shirt every day. They weren't making a fashion statement. They were making a strategic decision to eliminate a trivial choice, saving their mental energy for things that actually mattered. Here's the action plan. Create routines. Eat the same healthy breakfast every weekday. Create a simple weekly meal plan so you're not deciding what's for dinner at 6 p.m. when you're already tired. Lay out your clothes the night before. By creating these simple routines, you can eliminate dozens of decisions before your day even truly begins, preserving your prime willpower for your most important work. Strategy number 2. The rule of 1. Ruthlessly eliminate your options. Since the paradox of choice is a major energy drain, the solution is to deliberately give yourself fewer choices. Become a ruthless editor of your own life. Here's the action plan. Instead of having 10 books on your to-read list, choose one book and put it on your nightstand. Read the book with pleasure and not because you have to read it. Instead of trying a different random workout every day, choose one program and follow it for a month. Tidy your digital life. Unsubscribe from newsletters you don't read. Use apps like Do Not Disturb to eliminate the constant decision of whether or not to check a notification. Every choice you eliminate is a drop of willpower you save for later. Strategy number 3. Schedule your big decisions. Your willpower muscle is strongest in the morning, after a good night's sleep and a healthy meal. It's at its weakest late at night, when you are tired, hungry, and have been making decisions all day. Here's the action plan. Treat your most important decisions like you treat your most important meetings. Schedule them. Block out time in your calendar, preferably in the morning, to work on your most challenging problems. Never make a big financial, career, or relationship decision at 10 p.m. Your depleted brain will almost always opt for the easiest, most comfortable path, not the wisest one. Make your most important choices when you are at your strongest. Stop blaming yourself for being weak or undisciplined at the end of a long day. You are not weak. You are simply human, operating with a finite biological resource. Your willpower is not limitless. It ebbs and flows depending on your energy, emotions, and environment. The secret to self-control and better decisions is not to endlessly push yourself harder or punish yourself for slipping. Every choice you make slowly drains your mental battery. By evening, even the smallest decision can feel overwhelming, leading to impulsive choices or complete avoidance. It's decision fatigue quietly wearing down your ability to resist temptation. It's to recognize that willpower is like a battery. It drains with constant use and needs deliberate recharging. Real progress comes when you stop relying solely on force of will and instead create systems, habits, and surroundings that make the right choice the easy choice. The key is not heroic effort in every moment, but thoughtful design of your daily life so that you conserve willpower for when you truly need it. By becoming a ruthless editor of your own life, by automating trivial choices, eliminating unnecessary options, and scheduling your important decisions, you free up your best mental energy for the things that truly move the needle. You are not just managing your time, you are managing your mind. What is the biggest source of decision fatigue in your life? Share it in the comments below. And if you're ready to learn more science-backed strategies for a high-performance life, make sure you subscribe.